Have you ever wondered why, no matter how many push-ups you do, or how carefully you try to stay active, your muscles just don't grow like they used to? If you're over 60, you already know the frustration. Your body feels like it's working against you. But what if I told you that while you sleep tonight, you could actually set your body up to grow stronger muscles, simply by drinking the right bedtime beverages? Sounds too good to be true? Stick with me. Because in this video, I'm going to share 3 specific bedtime drinks that aren't just old wives' tales. They're backed by science to fuel your muscles, improve recovery, and even help you wake up feeling stronger. These aren't complicated powders or expensive supplements. They're simple natural drinks that you can prepare in minutes, yet they can make a huge difference for anyone over 60 who wants to fight back against muscle loss. So if you've ever worried that age means you have to settle for weakness, stiffness, and fatigue, don't. Watch until the end, because once you know these 3 drinks, your nights will become one of the most powerful tools for rebuilding your strength. Let me ask you something. Do you remember how, in your younger years, just a little bit of activity, maybe a long walk, lifting a few weights, or even working around the house, made you feel stronger the very next day? Compare that to now. Over 60, the same activity often leaves you stiff, sore, and sometimes even weaker. Why is that? The truth is, it's not your fault. As we age, our bodies naturally go through a process called sarcopenia, a steady decline in muscle mass and strength. Studies show that after age 60, we can lose up to 3 to 5% of our muscle every decade. And without intervention, that means less mobility, more fatigue, and even higher risk of falls or illness. But here's the kicker. While most people assume this decline is just part of aging, research shows it's not inevitable. You can fight back. Think of your muscles like a construction site. When you were younger, every night your body sent out a full crew of workers to repair and build stronger fibers while you slept. But now, fewer workers show up, and the ones that do don't have enough raw materials to finish the job. That's why you wake up stiff and sore instead of recharged. Here's the good news. You can bring that crew back to full strength simply by giving your body the right fuel at the right time. And the most powerful time is before bed, when your body goes into its deepest repair mode. That's where bedtime drinks come in. Instead of letting your body break down overnight, these drinks provide the nutrients, amino acids, and calming compounds your muscles crave. Imagine going to bed feeling tired, but waking up not only rested, but noticeably stronger, more energized, and ready to move with confidence. This isn't about magic potions or overnight miracles. It's about working with your body's natural rhythm. Most people focus only on exercise and diet during the day, but they miss the hidden window of opportunity that nighttime recovery provides. Once you understand this, you'll never look at bedtime the same way again. Here's something shocking. By the time most people reach 65, nearly 1 in 3 adults has difficulty with simple daily activities like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or even standing up from a chair. And the root cause isn't just getting older, it's the silent muscle breakdown happening every night when recovery is incomplete. See, your muscles don't actually grow while you're exercising. They grow while you rest. Exercise creates tiny tears in the muscle fibers, and during sleep, your body rushes to repair them, making the fibers thicker and stronger. But here's the harsh truth. Without enough protein, amino acids, and recovery nutrients circulating in your system overnight, that repair never fully happens. Instead of building back stronger, your muscles weaken just a little more each day. Now think about how most people over 60 end their evenings. A light dinner, maybe some tea or dessert, and then straight to bed. Hours pass with your body running on empty, no building blocks, no muscle fuel. Night after night, this lack compounds, and before you know it, years of lost strength pile up. Here's the stat that really grabbed me. Adults can lose as much as 8% of their muscle every single decade after midlife if nothing changes. And once that muscle is gone, it's harder to get back. This leads to something called the frailty cycle. Less muscle means less activity. Less activity leads to even weaker muscles, and weaker muscles increase the risk of falls, injuries, and hospitalizations. It's a downward spiral that steals independence from millions of older adults. And here's where many make a big mistake. They try to fight this decline only during the day, with workouts or diets that aren't timed for maximum effect. Exercise is crucial, yes, but if your nighttime recovery is broken, you're fighting with one hand tied behind your back. Think of it like filling up your car with gas but never checking the oil. You're ignoring the system that keeps everything running smoothly. This is why so many people feel like they're doing everything right, yet still see little progress. They don't realize that their greatest opportunity for muscle repair is slipping away each night while they sleep. And the sad reality is that by ignoring this, they're putting themselves at risk for accelerated aging, poor balance, constant fatigue, and even loss of independence. The good news? You don't have to let that happen. Once you know how to fuel your body before bed, you flip the switch from muscle breakdown to muscle growth, even after 60. For years, I thought weakness and fatigue were just part of crossing that milestone age of 60. I exercised, I ate my veggies, I even took vitamins, but nothing seemed to stop that creeping sense of decline. Mornings felt heavier, climbing stairs felt harder, and I started to believe that maybe this was simply old age catching up. But then something shifted. I came across research that completely reframed the way I thought about recovery. The breakthrough was this: your body doesn't stop building muscle at 60. Your environment and habits just stop supporting it. I realized the missing piece wasn't what I was doing during the day, it was what I wasn't doing at night. Sleep is the most powerful recovery tool we have. Yet, without the right building blocks in your system before bed, your body can't take advantage of those precious hours of deep rest. It's like giving a construction crew an empty toolbox and asking them to repair a house. No wonder the walls kept crumbling. And here's the hidden truth most people overlook. Muscle growth after 60 is less about lifting heavier weights and more about timing and nourishment. If you provide your body with the right blend of amino acids, proteins, and calming compounds before bed, you're essentially handing your nighttime repair crew everything they need to build stronger fibers, joint support, and lasting energy. I'll be honest, it almost felt like discovering a cheat code for aging. Once I started fueling my body before bed, mornings felt different. My muscles weren't screaming at me, my steps felt lighter, and within a few short weeks, I noticed strength returning in ways I hadn't felt in years. That's when it hit me. The secret isn't just exercise and it isn't just diet, it's strategic bedtime nourishment. And the best part? You don't need expensive powders or complicated routines. With 3 simple drinks, you can turn your sleep into the most effective workout recovery tool you've ever had. In just a moment, I'll share those exact 3 drinks with you. But before we dive in, understand this. The turning point in your health starts with the decision to take control of your recovery. Once you do, the results can feel nothing short of life-changing. All right, let's get to the heart of it. The 3 bedtime drinks that can transform your nights into muscle-repairing power sessions. Remember, these aren't magic bullets. They're natural, accessible, and easy-to-prepare options that fuel your body with exactly what it needs before sleep. Drink number 1, warm milk with casein protein. You've probably heard about the benefits of milk before bed, but here's the key difference. Milk contains casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that steadily releases amino acids into your bloodstream for up to 7 hours. This means your muscles receive a drip feed of building blocks all night long. Casein helps prevent muscle breakdown and actually encourages repair while you sleep. If you don't want powders, even a simple glass of warm milk works. But if you're serious about results, adding a scoop of casein protein powder can maximize muscle retention and growth overnight. Drink number 2, tart cherry juice, with magnesium if possible. This one might surprise you. Tart cherry juice is a powerhouse for recovery. Not only does it contain antioxidants that reduce inflammation, but it also boosts melatonin production, helping you sleep deeper and longer. Remember, deeper sleep equals better muscle repair. Add a pinch of magnesium powder or take it alongside, and you're giving your muscles the minerals they need for proper contraction and relaxation. That means fewer cramps, less stiffness, and stronger recovery by morning. Drink Number 3, golden milk, turmeric, plus warm milk or plant milk. Golden milk is an ancient remedy that's backed by modern science. Made with turmeric, a bit of ginger, and warm milk or almond milk, this drink reduces inflammation in the muscles and joints, making it easier for your body to rebuild during sleep. The compound curcumin in turmeric works like a natural anti-inflammatory, which is vital because chronic inflammation is one of the biggest barriers to muscle growth after 60. When paired with a little black pepper to enhance absorption, golden milk becomes a soothing, healing drink that calms your body and primes it for overnight recovery. These 3 drinks work in harmony. Casein protein feeds your muscles. Tart cherry juice improves sleep and reduces soreness. Golden milk fights inflammation and protects your joints. Together, they create a powerful bedtime routine that turns sleep into an ally instead of a missed opportunity. Now imagine this. Instead of waking up groggy, stiff, and sore, you start each day feeling stronger, more mobile, and energized. That's not just good for your workouts, it's good for climbing stairs, playing with grandchildren, carrying groceries, and living independently with confidence. This is why I call these bedtime drinks muscle growth enhancers. They don't just add years to your life, they add life to your years. Now let's make this real with a few examples of how these drinks can transform lives. Because theory is good, but seeing results in action is what really inspires change. Case Study 1. Robert, 67. Robert was always active, but after 65, he noticed his body wasn't bouncing back the way it used to. He'd go to the gym, but soreness lingered for days, and his strength gains had stalled. A friend suggested trying casein protein before bed. Within 3 weeks, Robert reported waking up less stiff, recovering faster, and finally being able to increase his weights again. He didn't change his workouts, just his bedtime routine. The slow-release protein gave his body what it needed, when it needed it most. Case Study 2. Linda, 72. Linda struggled more with sleep than exercise. She often woke up at 2 or 3 a.m., restless and unable to fall back asleep. Her muscles felt weak and her energy was gone. After learning about tart cherry juice, she began drinking a small glass every night before bed. Not only did she start sleeping through the night, but within a month, she felt her daytime energy return. The deeper sleep allowed her muscles to repair, and the antioxidants helped reduce her morning aches. Her words were, "I feel like I have my nights and my mornings back." Case Study 3. Asan, 64. Asan's main issue wasn't weakness, it was constant joint pain from years of work. He could barely kneel or climb stairs without discomfort. Someone recommended golden milk. At first, he was skeptical. It seemed too simple. But after 2 weeks of making it part of his nightly ritual, he noticed less swelling in his knees and a smoother, more comfortable stride in the mornings. That reduced inflammation meant his body could finally focus on repairing muscle instead of constantly fighting pain. What's powerful about these stories is that none of these people relied on complicated programs, expensive supplements, or hours in the gym. They simply fueled their body before bed with the right drinks, and their results spoke for themselves. So, if you've ever doubted whether small changes can make a big difference, these stories prove otherwise. Sometimes the simplest routines deliver the most powerful results. By now, you understand the why behind these bedtime drinks. But let's talk about the how, because knowledge without action changes nothing. So here's a simple step-by-step roadmap you can follow starting tonight. Step 1. Choose your drink based on your need. If your main concern is muscle weakness and loss, start with warm milk, plus casein protein. If your struggle is poor sleep or night waking, go with tart cherry juice plus magnesium. If your issue is joint pain or inflammation, try golden milk. You don't have to do all three at once. Begin with the one that addresses your biggest challenge. Step 2. Timing is everything. Drink your chosen beverage. 30-45 minutes before bed. This gives your body time to absorb the nutrients and signals your system that it's time to wind down. Pair it with a relaxing routine. Dim the lights, put away screens, and prepare your mind for sleep. Step 3. Keep it simple. Casein drink, 1 glass warm milk or almond milk, plus 1 scoop casein protein powder. Stir and enjoy. Tart cherry juice, 1 small glass, about 200 milliliters. Optional. Add a pinch of magnesium powder or take a magnesium supplement with it. Golden milk, warm milk or almond milk. Add 1-2 teaspoon turmeric, a pinch of ginger, and a crack of black pepper. Sweeten lightly with honey if desired. These are easy to make and require just a few minutes each night. Step 4. Track your progress. Notice how you feel in the morning. Are you waking up less stiff? Sleeping more deeply? Feeling stronger during the day? Keep a small journal for the first 2 weeks. You'll be surprised at the changes you can measure when you pay attention. Step 5. Combine with movement. Don't forget, drinks alone won't build muscle. You've got to use those muscles too. Even light resistance training, yoga, or daily walks will multiply the benefits. Think of the drinks as the fuel and your movement as the spark. Together, they create real strength. Step 6. Stay consistent. The most powerful changes happen when you stick with the routine. This isn't about one magical night. It's about weeks and months of steady nourishment. Consistency is the key that unlocks long-term transformation. With these steps, you're not just hoping for better mornings, you're actively creating them. And once you feel the difference, this bedtime ritual won't feel like a chore. It will feel like a gift you give yourself every single night. Now, before you rush off to the kitchen, I need to warn you about a few common mistakes people make with these drinks. Because the truth is, even good habits can backfire if you do them the wrong way. Mistake 1. Drinking too much more isn't always better. For example, too much milk or protein before bed can leave you feeling bloated, or worse, keep you up at night. Stick to a single glass, enough to fuel your muscles without overloading your digestion. Mistake 2. Adding too much sugar. Yes, honey or a bit of natural sweetener can make drinks taste better, but piling on sugar before bed spikes your blood sugar, which disrupts sleep and even contributes to fat storage. Keep sweeteners light and natural. Mistake 3. Forgetting consistency. One drink won't transform your body overnight. The real benefits show up after consistent use, night after night, week after week. If you try it once or twice and give up, you'll miss the compounding effect that builds real strength over time. Mistake 4. Ignoring the bigger picture. These drinks are powerful, but they're not magic. If you pair them with a poor diet, zero activity, or late-night screen time that wrecks your sleep, you'll limit the benefits. Think of them as one important piece of a bigger lifestyle puzzle. By avoiding these traps, you set yourself up for success instead of disappointment. And remember, the goal here isn't perfection, it's progress. Small, steady improvements add up to life-changing results. Now let's imagine the bigger picture. Fast forward 3 months from now. You've made these bedtime drinks part of your nightly routine. What's changed? You're waking up with more energy, less stiffness, and a sense of strength you thought you'd lost forever. Climbing stairs feels easier. Getting out of a chair doesn't make you groan. You notice you can carry heavier grocery bags, play with your grandchildren without needing to sit down every 5 minutes, and move through your day with confidence. 6 months in, the changes are even more dramatic. Your doctor notices your balance has improved. You've reduced your risk of falls. Your joints ache less, your sleep is deeper, and your mood is brighter. People around you start saying, "You look younger. What are you doing differently?" This is the long-term impact of fueling your muscles and recovery properly. It's not just about biceps or looking strong, it's about freedom. The freedom to stay independent, to travel, to garden, to dance, to live fully without relying on others for basic tasks. And the best part? You didn't need fancy equipment, expensive supplements, or extreme routines. Just 3 simple drinks and a commitment to yourself. That's the power of focusing on recovery, not just effort. Because at this stage of life, the right nighttime habit doesn't just add strength to your body, it adds life to your years. So here's the truth. Aging doesn't have to mean weakness, fatigue, and loss of independence. With the right habits, you can still grow stronger, feel more energized, and enjoy life fully, even after 60. We've uncovered 3 simple bedtime drinks: casein protein milk, tart cherry juice with magnesium, and golden milk, that work with your body's natural recovery cycle to boost muscle growth, reduce soreness, and fight inflammation overnight. Add them into your routine, and you'll quickly notice the difference each morning. Remember, it's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about small, consistent choices that build momentum over time. Every night you take action, you're investing in a stronger, healthier future for yourself. Now it's your turn. Start with just one of these drinks tonight and see how you feel tomorrow. Then keep going, because the results only get better with time. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more science-backed health tips, and share it with a friend who could use a little extra strength in their life. Because no matter your age, it's never too late to rebuild your body and your confidence from the inside out.